Since we have no central exchange points, we have more hours and we're a lot more flexible. When more people are trading, we have lower spreads, the old business model of supply and demand, which is crucial for scalpers. So even though we can trade at just about any time, if you are scalping, meaning you're doing shorter term systems, you won't have a cheaper price, then you will find that we do have better times for you to trade. The longer term systems, it's not as big of an issue because your trades are typically a lot larger. If you're going for 300-400 pip trades, then it doesn't really make a difference if your fee is going to cost you 2 or 4 pips. But if you're scalping and you're trading 4 or 5 times a day, then obviously you need to save every pip that you can. Keep in mind, we still don't have a central exchange, so you can trade at any time you want during the week. However, we also want to trade when the markets are moving, so we can get those cheaper prices. In Forex, we can make money when the markets are moving up or down, but not when they're moving sideways. We've found that in general, trading hours for these 4 big areas gives us a lot of insight into how much we can expect the market to move. The biggest of these sessions is the London session. You'll see we have crossover times, when 2 of the major centers are both open. Take note of the London-New York session. I prefer to already be in a trade before this happens. New York often picks a direction and then runs with it. The same thing applies here, it's just with daylight savings time it changes at times a little bit. Just make sure you're up to date with regards to when DST kicks in. The long story short of this is if you're down here in South Africa with the rest of us, you'll find that the best times to trade is typically around the London session. It is the busiest of the sessions, which we'll see coming up. And if you cross between when they're in winter and when they're in summer, you'll see they open up at 7 or 8. And even then the markets are typically a little bit quiet. So we add 2 to GMT, and 7 becomes 9 and 8 becomes 10. So we typically only start trading at about 9 or 10 in the morning. Here we have the average daily movements based on the different trading times. So you'll have a look at the Tokyo, London and New York sessions, which are the 3 busiest ones. And if you look down the list for London, you'll see that it moves more than all of the other sessions across all of the different currency pairs. And if you remember, in Forex, we can make money when the markets are moving up or down, but not when they're moving sideways. So we like to look at pairs during sessions which have a lot of movement in them. So we're quite spoilt here by trading the London session. It means we can wake up a little bit later, or you could do a lot more analysis in the mornings, and you can go ahead and trade the best and most profitable session available. You must always check for public holidays in the States or the UK. If there's a large holiday, then you just don't trade that entire day because it's too quiet, and the only thing you can do is lose money. Remember, you can trade in the smaller times, but remember we make money with the market's movement. So if possible, try to stick to the busier times.